Baruch was my third child. I have 11 biological children. He was a very happy, he was a wonderful, phenomenal kid. He had incredible musical ability from the time he was born. When he was a toddler, he would put on Mary Poppins, step in time, and dance all over the house and try to imitate the movements. Um, School was really hard for him. He had a learning disability, and about 20 some years ago, when he was in elementary school, they really weren't so familiar with learning disabilities. And so he suffered a lot in school, and he suffered a lot with the religious education. But he almost kind of made up for it with, he had a ton of friends. He was the life of any party. He was a magician. At 10 years old, he started a bike business fixing bikes. He called himself BJ, for Baruch Junger, BJ the Bike Man. He really didn't live much past childhood. He died at 22. And I have to say that to this day, I cry at the amount of bravery that he showed. I'm in awe of it. I don't, I know for sure that I wouldn't be able to do it. And I think that in his illness and in his death, he showed everybody. He just showed everybody what true faith and true courage was like. And that was kind of Baruch. Point out one other thing. When I got engaged to my husband, and I got married about 2 weeks later, because Baruch had relapsed, and it was very important for me that he was at the wedding. And the Sabbath before a woman gets married is called her Shabbat Kala. It's the Sabbath of the bride. And traditionally, when you're 18 or 20 or 25 and it's your first time, the friends come and they gather around you and they sing and dance, and it's this really joyous time. Well, it was a really short engagement. It was highly stressful. I knew Baruch was very sick. I just wanted him there. And so the Saturday before, the Shabbat before, in the morning, I was laying in bed and I had my door open. And at that point, Baruch had a hard time seeing. He had a complication from one of the medications, so he had to have emergency hip surgery, and he was unable to walk very effectively, and he had to kind of walk with a wide gait because of his balance issues. He had brain cancer, and it affected him in a lot of different ways. So I'm laying in bed, and I see him. I see him coming up the stairs. We have about 25 stairs to come up the stairs, and he's holding a tray. And I just watched from my bedroom, like, what is he doing? And he came into my bedroom and he put this tray down on my bed, and it had a piece of cake and it had a pitcher of coffee and a little pitcher of cream and sugar, and it was all beautifully set with napkins and cutlery and dishes. And I said, what are you doing, Baruch? What are you doing? And he gave me this huge smile and he said, Mommy's a bride. He said, and I want Mommy to be happy. And I made this for Mommy. And I just looked at him. I said, oh my God, he has brain cancer and he's bringing me breakfast in bed. He's bringing me breakfast. He's climbing up 25 stairs. My vision of this Sefer Torah is not only to have it as inclusive as possible for every member of the community, but I take this very special knowledge and knowing that it's being spearheaded by young people. And I want very much for as many young people, old people, but young people to get involved because of Baruch's age and because of how young he was when he passed away. And this to me is kind of helping fulfill his legacy of what he could have become as a Jew and as a Jewish father and as a Jewish husband. He didn't marry, he didn't have children, and this is going to be part of what he's going to leave behind. And I make no bones about it, he struggled in the religion. It was very hard for him because of his learning disability and because of different things. But at the end of the day, I am so convinced that he showed all of us what it truly means to be a man of faith, what it really means to have blind faith and to be able to look at yourself in this existential way of just being part of something and go without angst. And that to me is just the awe-inspiring thing of Baruch. And so I want this Sefer Torah to be inclusive of young people, of people who just want to find the happiness in Judaism in any way.
My dear friend, I'll smile with you, although the days are long, bitter and slow. When I raise my eyes to you, all the pain that I go through begins to fade away like a cloud in the sky.